A Confederate museum full of hatred and foolishness has fallen. In Fort Branch, North Carolina, Confederate Earthworks Museum, baby, they took a tumble. They were building this museum of hate and racism and just grossness. And God said, not so fast. A tree knocked down the entire museum. It's a complete and total loss. They did not have insurance. They cannot pass go or collect $200. Okay? Look at God. I love that. I love that. You know, I really do. You can never win when you play dirty. But God is able. Like, share, comment below. Follow the page. A Confederate museum full of hatred and foolishness has fallen. In Fort Branch, North Carolina, Confederate Earthworks Museum, baby, they took a tumble.
Hello wonderful people, welcome to another episode of my YouTube channel. We will be discussing Confederate Museum in Oak City, North Carolina. A week ago, North Oil Plantation, the only remaining large plantation of slavery in USA, was brought down by fire. Today we look at the Confederate Museum, which was demolished when a massive tree crashed through the building, severely damaging the structure and forcing relocation of its historical artifacts. Black Americans again on this case are happy with the event, terming it as sweet revenge from their ancestors. The museum held historical artifacts which were mostly used in the slavery of black folks. Let's watch different reactions from Black Americans.
Yo, Black Americans, our ancestors are moving. There's a Confederate museum called Fort Branch. The Fort Branch Museum that had a tree fall on it. You look at what happened with freaking Nottoway with that fire, and now this. Do you know what our ancestors were called? The black descendants of American slaves? We were called root workers. We were known to make the earth move. We could speak things into existence. Do you really think this is a coincidence? Because I don't think it is a coincidence when a tree, which is, we are known to be root workers. We are known to work with the roots. We are known to make the roots obey us, crushes a Confederate museum. That is our ancestors saying, oh, y'all want to start some mess, white supremacists with our freaking descendants? All right, bet. And now the official account for the historical Fort Branch is saying it is a total loss. White supremacy is taking L's left and right, baby. Shout out to the ancestors for making the earth move.
What does DJ Colin say? Another one. So y'all, this one has been like swept underneath the carpet, but probably because it's not our local news, but I just dug up something. Another building has been destroyed. On April 12th, 2025, before the Nottoway plantation was burnt to the ground, okay? The Fort Branch Confederate Museum in North Carolina was destroyed. Not by protest, not by fire. This time, Mother Nature used a tree. And I know you're like, a tree? Well, no. It was a massive tree. Crashed down during a storm and wiped out the entire building. A place built to preserve Confederate history, gone in one unexpected swipe. And what's wild, this barely made headlines. No major news cycles, no national coverage, just quietly swept underneath the rug, like it never happened. I'm pretty sure the townspeople, wherever it is, I know they know, but we all don't know. So why? Maybe because this wasn't a loss to everyone. Like, everyone don't care about this, but this museum sat on land that once defended Confederate ideas, you know, like during the Civil War. And while some called it history, others saw it as a monument to racism. Let that sink in. So do you think it was just a storm? Or do you believe, like many say, that this was Mother Nature? I agree, is doing what should have been done a long time ago. Wipe this shit off the map. Okay, what y'all think? I think I got some pictures too. Here they go.
Please tell me y'all seen that Confederate museum that was destroyed by a tree. All that hatred they had up in that museum. I'm talking about Confederate flags and basically Confederate things everywhere. But guess what God did? God destroyed it with a big tree. I'm talking about a big tree, destroyed the whole museum. It looked like God took his hand, put it on top of that building like this, and crushed it all up until it looked like a soda can crumbled up in somebody's hand. God not playing with y'all, bro. The Most High God of Israel is not playing with y'all no more. I don't know what y'all don't get. The Most High God is not playing with y'all. All that hate that y'all have to give, coming right back to y'all 10 times fold. I hope you know that.
I usually mind my business, y'all, but I know y'all been seeing how all these Confederate and white supremacist shit been burned to the ground, trees falling on that shit. Y'all karma just getting started. Who would have ever thought in the same week the largest plantation and a museum, they was actually trying to build a museum? Like, y'all really be proud of the evil ass shit y'all be doing to people? Y'all bold enough to build a museum? Like, hey, we are proud we enslaved your people and buck broke your men and we ate y'all and put y'all up in smokehouses. We are so proud of this. Yeah, we're the superior race. We stole everything. We rewrote your history. Like, what kind of pieces of shit are y'all? Like, I'll never understand. But like I said, hey, the universe is doing what it's doing. In 1 week, 2 big major white supremacy monuments destroyed. And not by our hand, by the hand of the Most High, the Almighty. Like, imagine the natural earth rejecting how evil white supremacies are. Like, y'all's whole history, everything y'all stand for is just pure hatred and evil. Now imagine the actual earth fighting against you. Like, black people ain't even have to do nothing. The earth is fighting for us. Mother Earth. We love you, Mother Earth. I can't imagine a natural habitat literally rejecting you, your ideologies, these monuments of wickedness that y'all have propped up are being destroyed. Something to think about, man. Seems like you guys' time is just up.
As a collective, Black people said we're resting. We're not joining this fight anymore. We chilling. And our ancestors said, don't worry, we got it. I'm loving this for us right now.
So let me get this straight. First, it was the Nottoway plantation that burned to the motherfucking ground, right? And so everybody's saying that's the work of the ancestors. Okay, cool. But now, a Confederate museum in North Carolina just got destroyed by a big ass tree that's been around since the 1800s. Interesting. I think, like, the movie Sinners started a different type of awareness within our people that made us start to acknowledge our ancestors a little bit more than usual. But it's not just that. It's a new shift going on, and the ancestors is tired because they tired of America. They still fucking with their descendants, Okay? And I just feel like it's just getting started, baby. This is just the beginning. It's going to be more historical artifacts that was built on the backs and blood, sweat, and tears of African American slaves that's going to get fucked up this year. And then the biggest lie is the fact that they wanted us to believe racism is over. You know, we're in a new day and age. Ain't none of that happening no more. But that situation with that lady, Shiloh Hendricks, getting all that money for calling a little child the N-word, I feel like that woke something up in the ancestors, in the spirit realm. Enough is a fucking enough, okay? And I'm here for a bitch. I can only imagine what it feels like to work hard as hell for years and years, don't get paid, and then get treated badly as well. You can at least treat them nice if you're going to make them work for fucking free and shit. And now you want to be brutal. You want it to be evil. And this is why they want you to think that honoring your ancestors is demonic work. All the while, they want us to honor their ancestors. That's why those dead presidents is on money and motherfuckers worship money. Okay? Yeah. Now, I don't think this is a fucking coincidence. First, the biggest plantation in the South burns down. Now, a Confederate museum. Okay.
Clearly, with the videos we have just watched, we get a conclusion. Black ancestors are really punishing white historical structures. Many black Americans believe this event happening is because of the torture and pain they received way back from the 18th century. No news coverage has been done on this, many claiming the white folks will be embarrassed as in a week's time another of their structures has been brought down. What do you think is happening to these historical structures? Let me know your argument on the comment section below, and don't forget to like, subscribe and share. Thank you. Bye.